I'm going to give you this quick video, a little quick rundown of the smart technology platform that we use for Airbnb. It is a full encompassing technology platform that allows you to run cameras, locks, thermostats, door sensors, water sensors for anywhere near like a heater, water heater, or maybe a washer dryer. And then there are many other things that you can do with it. But just to start for Airbnb, cameras, locks, and thermostats. That's the main kind of feature of this platform. So basically, this is your dashboard. You'll be able to access all of this from your phone also. But I wanted to give you on the dashboard so you can kind of see what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hide myself here. All right, so on the left-hand side, you have your home. You can have multiple homes. This scales, so you can have, hundreds of properties in here, and you basically have groups, and you can, create your groups for each individual section of houses, and each individual one would have its own technology. So for here, we have one demo house. When you come onto the dashboard, this is your main page. So everything that's related to the property will be listed here. At the top, we have kind of your snippets of your cameras. This is like a highlight. You can actually use it as an alarm. So I know you use Simply Safe, but instead of Simply Safe, you can just have an alarm system already built into it. Below here, we have our sensors on the left-hand side. You have like, your personal supply closet. You can have a sensor on that door so that you know when it's been opened to close. If you have a cleaner, for example, go in and take materials out of there, or if you're storing something, you can have visibility on those sensors. That will show up under your activity log. So here's your full activity log of everything that's happening at the property. If you notice, each individual icon here represents a part of the technology. So you have your locks, your sensors, lights. You can turn lights on and off remotely as well. And if you want to use it as an alarm system, like I said, instead of Simply Safe, you can do that, arm it and disarm it. So there's a lot of different things that this platform can do. Let me come back here. Over here, we have some feature suggestions. This system is kind of smart, so it starts to recommend different things as you start to use it. We also have your garage door. If you had one of those, any locks associated with the property, front and side door in this case, you can lock and unlock the units from here. Okay. And go back. And we have our thermostats, our lights here in the center section. So any lights, for example, maybe you have a common hallway. Maybe you have an outdoor light and you want to be able to turn that on and off from Airbnb bookings. You can do that. You can manage that and schedule it. So you can schedule it for dawn, dusk, or whatever, really whatever you want. So that's all listed here, all compatible with the system. Any lamps. And basically what we would do is either you can have smart bulbs, you can have smart lamps plugged into a smart outlet, or we can also do smart switches that's just built into the wall. So the guests don't know any different, but you have the functionality. On the right here, we have our multi-zone thermostats. On the bottom, I want to direct your attention to this bottom center here where you see the water meter open close. So for example, if one of your water sensors that's on the right here, if any of your water sensors detect or detect a flood, you can automatically trigger the water meter or the main water line supply to the property or that unit to shut off automatically. Then a notification about the leak will automatically be emailed to one of your property management staff. So it'll go directly to the handyman or whoever it is that goes out to the property to fix them, and you won't have to do anything. All that information is just immediately shared, with your team. So the technology handles that. So that's kind of the main dashboard. On the left here, we have our video cameras. These do 24/7. They also do cloud recordings or cloud clips. So as it detects people, pets, vehicles, it will record all that information and clips here. You can set rules for that as well. Under automation is kind of where the fun happens. So as I mentioned, you can trigger unexpected water activity, and you can have it automatically close your water meter if it detects that. Any alarm panel triggers can be set up here. Fire safety, you can incorporate smoke detectors and that kind of thing into this as well. Any sensors that were left open, all right? Any doors or windows that were left open, if it detects that the window was left open for a certain amount of minutes, it will automatically adjust the thermostat accordingly so that you're not burning energy. So if they leave the window and they have the air on and the hot air is coming in, you can automatically adjust or turn off the thermostat from here. Let's see. Yeah, so a lot of different smart type triggering events you can do here. Schedules. If you have something pretty much the same time every day, you can have that scheduled here. You have scenes. So this is basically at the push of a button. If you have, let's say, a vacant Airbnb, you can generate a scene here that will do a handful of things at once. So number one, it will lower the thermostat. It will turn off the lights. Make sure the doors are locked. You can have all of those things happen at once. And that's what the scenes are for. So you basically would create a new scene. You call that vacant Airbnb. All right. We're not going to do anything with the alarm, but I want the front door to be locked, the side door to be, or the back door to be locked. I want my thermostat to, go down to a certain amount. You can change that, temperature here, save that. And then I want my lights to be turned off. Here goes all the lights, right? Turn them all off. And, water meter will leave that alone. And then you create that, hit save. So now we have vacant Airbnb, right? So on your phone, you'll have one button where you can push that, and then all of those things will happen at the exact same time. Really convenient, very, very powerful. And then you have some smart arming, kind of just reminders and things like that. If you want to arm the system as an alarm, you can do that here. This is a new feature, actually. So all your notifications about events, you can set up tons of different notifications to your phone or email. Your activity log, as I showed you this earlier, energy usage you can have as an option here to tell you how much you're using, power-wise or from your thermostat. Then we have all our users. So for here, if you want to have your cleaning crew, you can have your cleaning person, give them their own code, and they only have access to the front door, but not another unit. So maybe you only want to give them access to unit 1 because it's, vacant and unit 2 is occupied. You can just hit a switch, boom, save it, and now they are only able to access the one door. And, you can set schedules for them. Here are all the schedules between 9 and 5. Okay. And so you can set all of that as well. That's all customizable. Any other maintenance people that you want to do, you can set a whole bunch of things. And here I was really playing around with stuff and making things, but you can delete users. So once you delete a user, now that they don't have access to that code anymore. So, if you set a new person, access to all of them, generate a random code, great for Airbnb if you just want to provide a random code, and hit save. And then what this does is it starts to synchronize to whatever locks would be applied to that. And then once it's synchronized, then the code is active and you're good to go. So, yep. Support, this goes directly to me as the installer. You can send support tickets, or you can provide this to your staff to, send tickets if there's anything that's weird. They can put, we have an issue with our locks, and then they can put, and submit a ticket there. And all my contact information is here. And here are settings where you can troubleshoot devices, manage devices, delete devices. You can do a lot of customization here. So, all right. So I think that's pretty much it. It does a lot more, but I wanted to have a quick video for you so that you can kind of see what it looks like. Oh, and I guess, while I have you. All right. So let's go ahead and show you the mobile app. I'll go ahead and hide this here. Let's make this front and center so you can see this, and that should be good. Okay, we'll go ahead and log in. All right, so this is the same exact house that we were just looking at. So you can tell on the left side here, we have everything that you saw, your lights, your locks, right? Water. Right, any water sensors as well. Any users that you have to manage from here. And you notice that I created Tulia, and you see that it's here and syncing. All right. Now this is a fake house, so this takes a little while, but usually that takes about 10 minutes for it to go through the system. And yeah, you can manage all your devices and everything here. So this is the mobile app, and you can control everything from your phone, exactly the same exact way. All right. This also actually integrates with Siri and Alexa. So if you want to have a smart assistant, under app settings, and then Siri shortcuts. So this is an iPhone. And so then you can use voice shortcuts. So if you have a vacant Airbnb, you can set a voice shortcut to say, "Hey Siri," and then send the command, or her listening there, and then it'll run the Airbnb scene here, right? So yeah, it's very cool. A lot of flexibility. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And I will mention also that the smart hub that we use, let me go ahead and bring this back up. So this hub actually has the noise sensor built in. So a lot of times in Airbnb, you'll have, like, I think there's one called the Minute. It's a separate noise sensor they have to put inside the property. The brain of this operation, which is this hub right here, it controls all the locks and everything. This actually has a built-in noise sensor. So I wanted to just say that for you and show you how that works. If you have any questions, let me know. Hope that was helpful. Thank you.